Let's welcome to the stage Victoria Arlen.
Imagine being trapped within your own body. You're unable to move. You can't turn your head, lift your finger, or even blink an eye. Nothing. But I'm here, I'm right here. You try to shout at the top of your lungs, but those lungs won't respond. Your lips won't move. Nothing comes out, and nobody knows that you're there. Transverse myelitis and acute disseminated encephalomyelitis. These words are difficult to pronounce as a 24-year-old, let alone as an 11-year-old, but these are the two things that happened to me. And hauntingly, if doctors had been more aware of these two conditions, everything that happened to me, all of that could have been avoided with a single round of steroids. Over and over, doctors told my parents that they needed to accept the very real possibility that I was going to die, and that if I did survive, I would be in a vegetative state, and the Victoria that they once knew was never coming back. What if I am forever to be the way I am right now, watching the world go on without me, but nobody knowing that I'm in there, being locked away from the world, being locked inside myself? That was terrifying, to put it lightly. I began to think about everything that I was grateful for. I kept thinking about how this makeshift hospital room in my own home was bursting with love, and how I had this family that was so dedicated to me without me even being able to say thank you, and how they were 100% committed to my every need. They were 100% committed to me and believing in me and loving me. But then the most amazing thing happened. The most amazing chain of events began that eventually brought me back to life. When I began to feel this sense of gratitude, it changed my perspective. The fear I felt began to weaken, and things weren't as dark as they once were. Instead of being focused on the negative, I began to see the positive a bit more, and with that different perspective, it ignited a very powerful, life-changing thing for me: hope. It gave some strength to this idea that maybe, just maybe, things could get better. And I believe that me focusing on that gratitude, which changed my perspective, created some hope, led to a tiny breakthrough. Tiny in movement, but enormous in magnitude. One day, nearly 4 years in, I regained the ability to blink. Suddenly, I had a way to communicate. 2 blinks for yes, 1 blink for no. Now, little by little, I regained more and more movement and started slowly coming back to life. With every new regained ability, I grew more and more grateful. And this cycle of gratitude, perspective change, and hope continued to go on, continued to roll, and continued to keep me focused on the positive, to keep me focused on that hope, to keep me focused that things would continue to get better. I was very young when my life took a very dramatic and very sudden turn for the worse. And it is my sincere prayer that none of you ever go through anything like it. But I can assure you that you will come across your own challenges in life, some big, some small, but for sure challenges, obstacles, problems, whatever you want to call them. But I have found that the real suffering doesn't come from the challenge or obstacle itself. It comes from the things that we tell ourselves about the consequences, about the future, about what's going to happen because of what already happened. So when life hits back at you, when these unwelcomed and unexpected challenges test you, when that happens, you can either let those obstacles pull you down, or you can stop, take a breath, and take a moment to find the things you have in your life to be grateful for. When you do that, when you focus on what you still have, you will find that it changes your perspective, and that change in perspective creates hope. Hope that tomorrow will be just a bit better than today. And when you take that hope and you mix in your own hard work, and lots of it, I believe you will find yourself back on the path to living out your dreams.